like my junior year. I wouldn't say I was screaming in front of everybody, but the point was like, yo, buy in. Like, come on, like we have to have the same goal here. Stop thinking about yourself. Let's go get paid together. If you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. And that's what.
Hey yo, it's the CE show. It's episode 7. We're in here in Detroit one more time. One more time. This is the last episode. We're gonna come back to Detroit though. Don't get me wrong. We're definitely gonna come back here. We're here for the top 100 National Middle School top 100 in Detroit that we're having. I think this is year 3. We've been doing it. 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, the top kids in the area are there competing. We got NFL coaches in there, media, and different things like that. We're giving middle schoolers the opportunity to get some light, you know what I'm saying, some limelight, you know what I'm saying, shed the light on them because they don't get it. Once they get in high school, it starts to rolling. I got my co-host Drew in the building.
What's good, y'all? I'm Drew Evans, host of the Differential Vodcast. Let's get paid. And like he was saying, really putting it on them so like before they even get to high school, the light's already on them.
Absolutely.
The pristine and best players, it's a nomination process like that from top to bottom. It's professional. I went to Rivals my junior year. I didn't get nominated, but I could tell like people weren't here off the street. So I was in the Rivals camp. Thanks, and I was hooping. Yeah, but yes, it feels like Rivals. Like it feels like out there, like the sprinting, combine type things, and we get into one-on-one drills, crown the MVP and things like that. And that really like one of our MVPs committed to Purdue, went to LC. Call him Bam. No, that's my guy. Youngin. When I was a senior in high school, he was a sophomore. Didn't do too good against me, but he's a sophomore. He's playing. So he's going to Purdue now. He's a baller. Yeah,
for sure. And what we're getting into, we're coming back to. It's 2026 S.T.A.R.S. Year 9 of S.T.A.R.S. Here in Detroit. I've been doing this since I was a freshman at Michigan. We got every age group. We just added girls flag this upcoming year, 8U flag as well. We're gonna talk about what it means to be stars, and this is the S.T.A.R.S. episode. So what is S.T.A.R.S? What is this? Is CE Chris Evans? CE is not me, right? CE. I like the CE thing. I'm rolling with that's my brand. CE. What does CE mean? Collectively evolving. What does collectively evolving mean? Collectively, as a group or as one. Evolving means developing from a simple to a more complex form over time. And I know that because that's the way I live. I want to bring as many people around in a circle that there's so many opportunities for everybody to be successful. My goals in life was to get drafted and go to the Super Bowl. I did that in my rookie season, and I was like, okay, life kind of felt like, hey, I beat my goal. I got my goal, so I need to create other goals. My other goal is to collectively evolve, and that's why we're here. First acronym is S.T.A.R.S, right? We're going to go a deep dive in each one and kind of talk and have a conversation about that and what it is, and we'll talk to you a little bit about our S.T.A.R.S Leadership Academy at the end. First, in order to be stars, the first S, you have to sacrifice, right? You got to make a sacrifice, right? If you want to sacrifice something, you got to sacrifice something, right? You got to sacrifice time. You got to sacrifice sleep. You got to sacrifice relationships. You may have to sacrifice this, sacrifice that. Whatever it is, you're going to have to sacrifice in order just to even get it started. That's why it's S. Drew, talk to me about sacrifice.
Absolutely, yeah. I was about to say anything like I watch a show called Full Metal Alchemist, and it says for the human race to get anything, they have to give something,
Absolutely.
And it's like you have to give something to get something. You have to give something to get something. That's just how it goes, and in everything in life. So, sacrifice, especially pertaining to the stars and just how the things go, like many times I'm trying to, I think I should go out with my friends and chill. No, I got to study the tape. We play NIU. I got to study the tape. I got to deep dive on the tape. I can't be elbow deep into anything else. I just got to know. I got to sacrifice this time right now. So I know when my time comes, I'm prepared. So sacrifice, that's what I got for sacrifice.
Sacrifice the call out for me, right? Go back to my junior year of high school, right? Prom, you can go as a junior, you know what I'm saying? You go as a senior. Nah, I got to go get that money, right? I'm sacrificing the prom. I mean, hey, we can party later. You know what I mean? We can party another time. Like, what do we? And I understand. I'm not saying anybody for junior year, blah, blah, blah. But that's how focused I was. So I got my buddy over, Hunter Johnson in Brownsburg. He was always going to the top camps, right? You got to find you a friend. Number one player, number one quarterback in the country at the time, right? 2017. I'm like, hey, bro, I need to be with him. You know what I mean? I'm a receiver at the time, blah, blah, blah. He went to Rivals St. Louis. I rode with him. I drove my car to Brownsburg, parked it in the Brownsburg parking lot, and went with him. Went down there, top performer. See what I'm saying? And you just keep stacking the days. But that was worth it. That was better for my recruitment than going to prom for me at the time. So that's what I sacrificed. Moving on to the T. What does T mean? Teamwork at the University of Michigan. The team. No one man is greater than the team, right? And at the end of the day, the team is a team of individuals, right? So at the end of the day, it's all about how the teams work together. Drew, you've been on some great teams, won a state championship. You talk to me about some great teams you were part of.
I'll give you two examples. One my sophomore year, one my senior year. Of course, my senior year, I won a state. Was captain there, leader there. Yeah, let's go. Like, rallying the troops. I'm not the rah guy in front of everybody, but I'm the guy that's gonna like, yo, like, what are we doing this for? Like, let's lock in here, we that, we this, we that. Chill. Like, let's just make it make sense here so it's not a problem out there. That's the kind of guy I was, you know? So just being in that environment, just everybody was held accountable. Every single person was held accountable. We held our coaches accountable. We're telling our coaches, like, come on, like, like we don't get a call in because they're lagging and stuff. We, a few of us, we go to the coach like, come on, like, we gotta get the call. Are we gonna win? Like, we're gonna win when we get the call. Okay, so get us the call. Boom. So then, after that, just that, we win. That's just what it should look like. Great senior class. And Coach Mann's interview. Coach Mann interview after that, he said, great senior class. They made it easy. We agree. Like we were a really good class. Now on to another team that had all the pieces, just couldn't put it together. Was the 2024 Ball State Cardinals. And I say this team had some pieces. Wow. We had the freshman all conference, runner up for conference player of the year on our tight end. Two receivers that transferred that are playing big now. Just dogs all over the place, and we just couldn't figure it out because we couldn't all buy in, and we just didn't trust each other. Teamwork, This guy, Keontae Newsome, dog. He was the green dot. He was the weak side linebacker on the defense, and he's just like, he was trying to get everybody bought in, like everybody from top to bottom needs to buy in. We need to do this, we need to do that. Like, and me seeing that in him, that's the kind of guy I was, right? That like not the rah guy, but I was a leader in his position too, like trying to get people to buy in. Like my junior year. I wouldn't say I was screaming in front of everybody, but the point was like, yo, buy in. Like, come on, like we have to have the same goal here. Stop thinking about yourself. Let's go get paid together. If you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. And that's what he was trying to hammer home. And that's why I really, he's one of my favorite athletes to ever watch was him. Because the way he moved, like this in a football sense, he moved and eliminated space like no other. He was great at that. He could cover, he could do all that. And as a leader, he was that much more better because he was honest too. He was honest. When he got messed up, he was honest. He got messed up, but he wouldn't hesitate. Like, okay, he gets called out. Yeah, he gets called out. He owns it. He didn't point the finger. That's what we did a lot on that team. So those are two examples. One more recent and one more realistic, because it's like, wow, like these are all grown men trying to get paid, like, and I'm just a piece in the puzzle here, So that's what it's really like. Yeah, like teamwork is really important. From going to that to going to that, just to seeing them, like, dang, like, yeah, like that's what it is,
For sure. Yeah. And as you'll see in an episode in the future, we'll talk about the 5 dysfunctions of a team. That's what we've been working on with our leadership here at C.E.S.T.A.R.S. The 5 key pillars of what it means to be a team, starting out with the trust, right? You know what I'm saying? We can talk on and on about it. But in the next one being conflict, that's what Drew's talking about. I think the biggest thing for a team is, can teams hold each other accountable, right? And when they get held accountable, how do they react? And we'll talk about that a little bit here as we go to the next one, which is A. A is in the middle. A is the heart of this. A is what makes us all great, and A what destroys us all. Adversity. Once adversity sets, it introduces you to yourself. Anytime adversity hits you, it only hits you. If adversity hits your team, it hits your team. Only your team or yourself can deal with that adversity. I went through a crazy adversity when I was at the University of Michigan, being suspended for academic integrity at the time. Adversity set in for me. You know, I had to get a job. I was a delivery driver for Amos Gyros in Ann Arbor. I was a assistant contractor in the city of Detroit, and I was the special teams coach for Ann Arbor Huron. That was what I did. You guys seen in the past episodes with the work jackets. I put that work jacket on every day, went to work, and I still wear the work jacket to this day, just to continue that blue-collar mentality, what we're doing. So Drew has been through a lot of adversity as well. Drew, talk to me about the adversity time for you.
This right elbow, it's cost me a lot of trouble. My junior year, I'm running down on kickoff, first play after the first half. I'm the West Side, are you ready? Ooh, I'm that guy, right? Line up, we run down. I get pinned. I'm a stall and pin player. They're double teaming me. I'm running. I get stalled. I'm like, so I try to avoid. Someone comes, puts their helmet right on my elbow, slides out of place. And I fall to my knee. I'm like, ow. My shoulder. It's my elbow. So I walk off the field, and I'm like, dang, this hurts, but I'm supposed to be back in. Come on, take me up. Let's go. You know? Then, like, they start loading me in the ambulance. I'm like, wait, where are we going? Where are we going? I'm about to get back in the game. You know, it's 21-16 against Brownsburg. You know, I'm not a big fan of Brownsburg. I'm trying to win. Put me back in. They're like, no. So then I'm like, I sit up in the ambulance. I'm like, no, I can't go. I cannot go. So then they take me and stuff like that. Like, yeah, like, you're done for like a few weeks. And to me, that's why it's like, I'm like, no way. If you don't know, in recruiting, your junior year is one of your most crucial years of recruiting. From what you put on tape to right now, it still gives you time to get recruited and still time to develop through your senior year. So right now it's crucial for football. And I got hurt, got a lot of my crucial tape taken away from me because of my elbow. And I come back, I win 100%. I'm just trying to get on the field. I'll rush my recovery. That's can't do that. Cannot do that at all. So what had happened was just those weeks, man, it was hard. I'm saying like, who am I without football? I thought all I was as a human was the number 12 that ran out on the football field 12 nights in the fall. That's all I thought number 12 was. That's all I thought of who he was. And that's like, dang, like, that's not me anymore. It's not me. Can't run on the field, you know. So that's when I really leaned in to my people, like Mr. Goins, Mr. Dennis Goins. He really took me under his wing and showed me that I'm not just a football player. And that's where a lot of adversity came from, because just in my mind, I'm hardwired that I'm this rough, tough, big bad that just hits things and just throws my body at things. You know, that's what really. But yeah, that's just the biggest amount of adversity, I'd say. Some of the biggest adversity I faced in my life was that identity crisis and just figuring out what it is I have going on.
And for sure, the biggest thing that I like to say about adversity is, if you not looking for adversity, it's going to find you. See what I'm saying? So you can't get out of its way. A lot of people try to do this or try to do that to get away from adversity. Adversity is going to happen. Adversity is going to happen in every second, and you got to deal with it. Simple. So at this point, you need to create a cognitive system in your brain to where once adversity strikes, then this happens. Now, as far as people and AI and different things like that, as far as inputs and outputs, you're a machine yourself. That's how you got to look at it, right? You're a however type of machine that you want, input, output, however you look at it. Once adversity strikes, which we go to the R, is how do I respond? Come on now, y'all are not hearing me. How do I respond, right? Because when adversity kicks in, calculations, boom, boom. This is how we responding. Period. We're not running from it. We're not doing it because we was actually looking for it, right? We was actually looking for it. That's how you really like. That's when somebody look at you like, hey man, this guy's kind of crazy because I'm looking for adversity. I'm looking for the smoke, whatever, however it is. You know what I'm saying?
They're called like emergency responders for a reason.
Absolutely.
I mean, they get to.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm catching it. Emergency
Yeah.
responders,
Yeah.
response. Okay.
Yeah.
Response. How are you gonna respond? So I can take you back. I said that I was suspended. Blah blah blah. How did I respond? Right. Come back. More adversity kicks in. COVID happens. I'm like, dang. I got suspended for a year. Long year delivering tacos. I know probably every street in Ann Arbor probably now. As far as dropping stuff off. I delivered to some of my teammates at Michigan sometime. That's really what put the fire in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm delivering these tacos, but I'm going to the league after this, right? Fast forward, COVID happens, crazy COVID year. I'll say this, trained for the NFL. Travis Etienne declared that he wasn't playing in the Senior Bowl. And I went to the Senior Bowl. Appreciate that. Now I want to say that. Appreciate that. Went to the Senior Bowl, got a call. I was actually about to come home for Night of Champions at the time. Jim Nagy called me and said, "Hey, you want to wear he said, you want to wear the wing helmet one more time?" I said, "You ain't even got to say nothing else. You don't even got to say nothing else." I was out there. I said, "Hey, all I need is a couple reps, right?" Fast forward, then I get drafted by the Bengals. We'll talk about that more in another time. As soon as I get there the first day, they said, "Hey man, if you ain't go to the Senior Bowl, we wouldn't have know who you were." I said, "Hey, I'm here now." Fast forward then, played in the Super Bowl, played 4 years, vested in the league, officially retired. Now I'm doing a podcast. So that's how I responded. But let's even go back during that time when adversity did hit. S.T.A.R.S won a 10U national championship. I put together the best roster. There's 2 kids that I missed out on. And I see them to this day. And I'm like, if I had him, it would have been even over. You know what I'm saying? So we had AJ Marks, Trey Britton. We had a real solid squad. It was like a 26-27 at the class, right? This 10U. Went down to Atlanta. I said, if I'm suspended and I got 3 jobs and I got CE-Stars right here, I got to win. Because what goes back to the last episode, CE7, people want to be associated with winning, right? They want to be with winners, right? So we got to win the Natty. Pylon announced they're doing the 10U. Only had 4 teams in the division. I said, I got to win that one. That's going to be the easiest one ever because it's the first one, right? 8U is next coming in these tournaments. Flag is flag growing. But I responded with that. We won a national championship. I mean, we're scouting teams, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
10U, we're scouting concepts and you know what I'm saying? We know at a 2x2, these are your top concepts. So we know, you know what I'm saying? So we're rolling the kids out, foam rolling in the morning. Like we're doing like a whole college experience on what we're doing. So that's the goal.
And that's something CE-Stars does really well is like implementing and bringing the new experience or like what the next level look like.
Absolutely.
Recently, we just did a training camp, or as of recently, we just did a training camp for CE-Stars where like they came in and like we did film meetings, walkthrough. We ate lunch together, like all that stuff, you know, like a real like camp setting. And I feel like the kids got a lot out of it, and I surely got better as a coach from doing that. So
absolutely. And going back to you getting hurt, and that's the time you hit adversity. Talk to me about how you responded from that.
How I responded was I have to be my best when I return. Season ended early. You know, we lost to Brownsburg. We lost to Brownsburg early. So that whole offseason, I'm like, bro, like, just beyond getting recruited, bro, how am I going to be remembered? You guys don't know, we went to Ben Davis High School. He is like, how do I describe what he is to Ben Davis? He is the golden boy of Ben Davis. Not the golden boy. He's one of the golden boys of Ben Davis. You talk about Ben Davis football, he's in the conversation. Like, at least. So, you know, just being around wearing the same number that he wore and just seeing 12, that's like, it's all like expectations, like this and that. It's like, man, like, Then I told myself, am I going to let expectations define who I am, or am I just going to go own who I am and be who I am, myself? And that's when it hit me, like literally that moment in time, like literally you texted me like about us going somewhere, right? And I guess like okay, I guess it's a somewhat of a sign, but it's a sign like yeah, that's like it's exactly what I have to do. There's no other choice but what I have to do. So I'm kicking and cool and I just start grinding. I pushed myself hard, like body transform my body, cut a lot of body fat, got faster, ran track. And my first ever one of my first ever track meets since my freshman year. I ran my junior year getting ready. I ran the 400, the 4x4 in lane 8. Come on now. You don't see nothing in lane 8, do you? No, you don't. So now I'm running. Okay. So I'm starting the second lap, the second hoop. And then I'm like, okay, I'm in front. Then I just see 3 distance guys pass me. I'm like, oh God. So I'm running, then I just hand off the baton and fall, get up and cool down. Yeah, whatever. That's just some of the things I were doing just to respond from getting hurt. Go out there and win state. Yeah, next. Yeah, absolutely.
And after you respond, the S is really gonna determine your success, right? And how you respond. That's how we bring it all together here. Shout out to Mr. Randy Hartog over at Creekside Middle School. He, as you guys know, I'm going to school to be an athletic director. He's the first athletic director I shadowed, and he did the same thing with Creekside. C for courage, R for responsibility, and all. It was Creekside's a long word. S.T.A.R.S is simple. Okay, S.T.A.R.S is simple right here. Keep it simple. I did use that from him. That's the first thing I learned. First thing I wrote down in my journey of being an athletic director. So I took that and ran with it, but I had to make it tough. I had to make it add together. So it was the last one. S is how do we define success? First, like I told you guys, play. You want the most competition right now. Get the most. You want to get all your losses right now, as many as you can, so you can lose and you can learn. And success looks different for everybody. And success is starting out with a goal. My goal was to go to the NFL, play in the Super Bowl. That's what I got. My next goal is for everybody to collectively evolve, so that if we give everybody exposure, it leads them to an expanding opportunities, expanding resources, expanding networks, so they get to know different people. And yeah, Drew, what does success look like for you?
I'm just gonna keep this blunt, keep it simple. I'm gonna get to concluding after this. Success to me, it looks like winning, of course, but being better than you were yesterday. Absolutely. So being a better human than what you were yesterday. The previous product you put out of yourself, is that better? That's success to me. Of course, success isn't just the goal, it's a road. Of course, almost everything that is good in life, it's a journey, right? So that's why it's like, yeah, that's like, it's a road, like getting better and seeing the progress within yourself. I'd say that's more important. I say that's more like, wow, like, yeah, like hitting a weight you couldn't hit before, now you're repping it. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, But I feel like the success just comes down to me is winning.
That's what it is. And to conclude this, I want to talk about the S.T.A.R.S Leadership Academy, because we would have rolled it out by now. There will be 2 athletes on every team in our program that will essentially go through a leadership course with me, specifically. As I try to impact as many kids I possibly can, the best way for me is to impact the leaders on the team, to be able to impact the team and the program in general. So we'll get to know each other. We got Evansville kids, Cincinnati kids, Detroit kids, Indianapolis kids from all over that are got to deal with the same thing. They got to sacrifice, have teamwork. Adversity's gonna strike. How we respond from it, and that's what determines our success. So this has been the CE Show, our CE Stars episode. Got my co-host Drew in the building.
Do not forget to follow us on all of our socials, _CE_show. I'm Drew Evans.
This is CE.
Let's go. Thank you.